Hi Leo, welcome to your tarot and astrology reading. This is December 2020 and Leo, true to form, we are finishing 2020 with more strong, if not the strongest astrological energy of 2020. It's been a very full year. And now we have the dawning of a new era for everyone, for the world, for humanity, and obviously for you, because this great conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter is occurring in your opposite sign. If you are a July-born Leo, you will feel this the strongest, quickest. Although I do feel that everybody will feel this energy quite soon. High Priestess, Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups, you're awakening. You are starting to shine in a brighter way, but one that isn't as typical as you do, because you're a Leo. You shine all the time. But this is different. This is a lit from within, spiritually sound, very grounded, appreciating your own divinity, having worked through your shadow side, having looked at the parts that you don't like about yourself and turning them into your power, connecting with people that are on the same level as you, reaching out to friends, making new friends. Reconnecting is a huge part of these three cards. Reconnecting. And for a lot of you, this is very strong energy surrounding women. This is very strong energy surrounding women's groups, women's rights, support for other women, having deeper friendships, deepening of friendships. And after that Gemini eclipse in your 11th house of friendships, I think this makes sense. I think it is you're realizing how important it is to have supportive friendships, not just people who say yes, but very supportive, loving energy. Now, the Great Conjunction obviously could have you reconnecting with somebody from your past. Even romantically. I think for many of you it's friendships for now, but it could be romantically. The total solar eclipse, yes, the Hierophant. The total solar eclipse that is occurring in the middle of the month on the 14th of December is in Sagittarius, and this, Leo, is your heart. Now you're a 5th house sign, so to have a total solar eclipse in the 5th house, you may think, well, does this just mean I'm going to have my heart broken? Does this mean something's going to end? No, this is actually a new beginning. This is a very positive new beginning. This total solar eclipse is in a beautiful alignment with Mars in Aries. And you are the missing link in terms of the fire signs. You will feel the beautiful energy of Mars in Aries and the Sun, Mercury, and solar eclipse. New moon in Sagittarius. You'll feel the blessings. This is a new beginning of the heart. The Hierophant and Judgment. A lot of you are ready for something long term. A lot of you are ready for someone new, or you're ready to reconnect with somebody from the past. Perhaps, caution there, obviously. But because of this eclipse, your heart is speaking to you in such a way that you can't ignore it. It's speaking to you about what you want to bring into your life, who you want in your life, what you want to do for a living, what you want to work on, what you want to salvage, and what you don't. 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. In a work situation, it's important to keep going. Uranus with the Aquarian energy over the next couple of years. Uranus will be in your career zone. It'll be clashing with your partnership zone. It's going to throw you some curveballs. It's going to throw you a lot of things to balance, but you can do it. You can do it, even if you're very unsure and very anxious. 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Even if you have moments where you have, we'll all have times in life where we have sleepless nights. We'll all have times in life where we're not sure. We'll all have times in life where we are confused. But for you, this solar eclipse isn't so confusing. It's actually very beautiful. 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Six of whoops. Whoa. Six of Cups, Three of Cups. You will be celebrating, you will be uniting, you will be reuniting, you will be connecting, you will be solidifying. Oh yes, Two of Cups. And you will be Four of Wands underneath, full of love. If you want to manifest a new relationship, a love relationship, this is the new moon to do it. This is the new moon to call in your soulmate, the person you want to marry. All you have to do is say that you're ready. If you want to manifest somebody back in your life, you know, provided they're a healthy person and it was a healthy relationship and just other things took its toll, and not because they're an SHITTY person. If that is something you want to manifest back into your life, you have to visualize. You have to smell the smells that you smelled around that person. Hopefully they're good smells. You have to have memories with that person. You have to tap into the memories. But I think for a lot of you, to be honest, this is a new beginning more than anything else. This is a time when you can manifest in your dream partner. You know, with Judgment, oftentimes we see with that the one type energy, and it can be a resurrection of sorts, but that, you know, if you believe in reincarnation and having many lives, Judgment is often that, you know, it's that you've met them before in a past life, especially with the Six of Cups. And for a lot of you, this can be a new love that feels like an old love. But with the High Priestess and the Three of Cups, get your coven together, have witchy support. You know, being part of a group that supports you is a huge part of the Leo manifestation process. Is a huge part. You have to have people that are on your page and want the best for you. For a lot of you, there has been falling outs with a friend where I think you could maybe do with burying the hatchet or reconnecting, because it won't be weird. It won't be awkward. And even if it is temporarily, it's more to do with the fact that you guys really care. For many of you that are in a relationship, you're thinking about whether this can go long term and whether it's worth salvaging because of the recent difficulties. And around the beginning of Capricorn season, in the 21st, with the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, in your opposite sign, you start to have this awakening of what it is that you want to pull through. And I think for a lot of you, you want something that is long term and you want something that's special where you're actually adored and not where you're doing so much of the work. Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Not where you're getting pennies from large investments in matters of the heart. You want to make sure that you're respected and that people can see things from your point of view, even if you're wrong. That they still understand you and still love you anyway, even if there's been clashes. For a lot of you, that is with a Taurus. For some of you, that is with a Scorpio. For others, it's a Pisces. With the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords, you're wondering how you can get past a certain point. I think in some area of your life, Leo, you're wondering, can I keep doing this? And the question to ask yourself is the thing that you're continuing, is the thing that you're putting so much effort into, is that blocking you from something that is much better suited? That's a hard question for any fixed sign. That's a hard question for quite a lot of people. Is the thing that you're trying to salvage preventing you from something that makes more sense? Is it a time filler rather than something that is fulfilling? Time filler versus time fulfilling. That's a good question to ask about your relationships, about your job, about your friendships. Is it just filling space? Because the universal law is if you make space, the universe will fill it. And if you know what it is that you want it to be filled with, you'll be more selective about what you let in, but you'll have more options. Because when you feel selective, chances are you probably have a lot more options. And it doesn't work in the fact that you have a lot of options so you can be selective. You have to be selective first. I know that sounds strange, but it is true. With Judgment in the middle. Mars clashing with Pluto for the final time this year. And Venus trining Pluto, sextiling Pluto even in the first week of December. All the Plutonian energy in Capricorn which for you is your 6th house of habits, of health. In romance, you will be asking, is the past healthy for my soul? Does this work for me? In spirituality, ideology, philosophy, you will be asking, am I hiding behind my own opinions? Am I hiding behind what I truly believe? And is what I believe serving me what I need? How do your beliefs weigh up with what's happening around you? I've seen a lot of Leos kind of, and I do think it's a pride thing. I've seen a lot of Leos stick around in situations that are really unhealthy because they perceive them as, if it ends, or they perceive the other person as rejecting them and they want to prove them wrong. I have seen that happen. And the thing is, Leo, nobody is actually rejecting you at all here. It's the fact that some people just don't have their stuff together, and you deserve better than that. And if you tolerate it, they will make you suffer because their pride and their ego gets in the way. But if you could just take off this blindfold with the 2 of Swords, if you could see past the anxious thoughts, in that all they are is thoughts, and understand that love is your birthright. Having somebody that makes you feel special is your birthright, but also feeling special without them is your birthright. That you can fall in love again, you can reconnect with someone, or you are reconnecting with someone, or you are falling in love, or you are establishing some future framework for your current relationship. All of that is saying that yes, you can have it. This eclipse says you can have it, Leo. You really can. The thing about Sagittarian energy is that it's so expansive. It is so based on meaning. And you're discovering with this eclipse some internal perspective that needed to shift in order for you to let in what you actually want. Whether it's that you don't really believe that anybody is decent, so you can stick with someone who's not decent, or you don't really believe that true love exists in this era. Again, not true. Especially not as we move into the Aquarius era. The age of Aquarius is a lot different to what people textbook approve of Aquarian energy. And a lot of Leos know this firsthand because a lot of Leos end up settling down with Aquarius and can understand that Aquarius is actually pretty preoccupied with love. This era is about love. It's not about profit. But especially for you, it's about love and relationships. And that 2 of Cups is that feeling where you've connected with someone on such a deep level that it is a bit scary, Romance is scary to many of the fixed signs because a lot of you play it for the long game. You play it for the long haul. You want it to be serious. You want it to be real. And with the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, if you've been through the wars and you've kept picking yourself up and over and over and over again, and you've tried again and you've tried again and it's not worked and it's not worked and it's not worked, and it's resulted in a bit of anxiety, a bit of a lack of trust, if it's resulted in that lack of trust, Leo, it's important to remember that all that, as I say, that anxiety is preventing you from the connections that are actually forming. Nothing stunts connections like anxiety because we're not present. You need to be present in all your endeavors, with your family, with your career, with your love life. Being present is what stops these energies evading you. So, it looks beautiful. I'm going to get into the extended, but first I'm going to draw some oracle cards. In the extended, we will be going into all the different signs you could be dealing with. If you're dealing with an Aries, a Scorpio, a Taurus, etc. We'll be going into all of that. We'll be clarifying the cards in depth for December. So let's have a look at your energies, Leo. Ooh. Storm warning and patience. Things are about to shake up a little bit. And you need to be patient with them. I think for a lot of you that you've been through this storm, you're going through the realizations of what you want and what is working for you and what is not. With the door to spirit and abundance, your perspective, and I've said this a lot in your readings lately because of Mars, your perspective is what's driving your actions. Your philosophy on life, be it Buddhism, be it Hakuna Matata, whatever it is, your philosophy on life, your belief system, Leo, is manifesting really very quickly. So check it here. The Hierophant in Judgment is about recalling what you've always believed, what you've been taught, what church you were brought up in. And where it's stifled you a little bit, where you've been made to feel like a clog in the machine and nothing more. Or where you've been made to feel that your virtue was someone else's, you know? Get to grips with that, because you'll see a lot of beautiful changes if you open your heart to a new spiritual perspective, if you open your heart to a change in your ideology. And it's not to say that it's going to be an easy thing for any fixed sign to do, but if you could just open your mind a little bit in Sagittarius season and believe for just a moment, maybe with the spirit of Christmas, whatever it is. This is very Hallmark movie, actually. If you could just believe for a moment that what you're seeking is seeking you, it'll find you so much quicker if the eclipse doesn't get there first. So I'm going to get into the extended, Leo. I will see you there. Have a beautiful, bright, and blessed December. Bye.